back to Jason Unleashed. Hi. Jason Carter here. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm shooting on a different camera today because my iPhone's been acting really funny. So if it looks funny and dark, I'm sorry. I did what I could. But you know what? The show must go on because the show today is featuring two incredible black men that I just love and adore. The Blairisms, media personalities, entrepreneurs, and activists. And you guys, you need to get into their shit because they are incredible. The Savage Chat series that they have is already 200 episodes in, over 200 episodes in. And these fine young men are killing it. I sound like my pastor. Fine young men. Anyways, they step into the room. Let me bring them in, and we're going to have a savage chat ourselves. And thank you, Sharon. You guys like the top? I know. You know how I feel about Houndstooth. On and celebrate these fellas because they are doing the great work. They're activists, and their lineup has been out of control. Oh my God, Blair and Brandon. Hi.
Hey.
Wait, can you guys see and hear me?
Yes. Can you see and hear
okay.
us?
Oh, you guys are barely fitting into my screen. I'm like trying to scoot you guys in. Scoot. There we go.
All right, let's get it.
Guys, welcome to Jason Unleashed. Good to have you here. Great to be joining the show with you guys. Happy holidays. Cuties as always. How are you two? How are you both doing?
We are doing great. Thank you so much for having us. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you and your family. We're excited to be here.
This is, I mean, one of our favorite times of year. Yeah. I love the fall. We live in the DC area. I love when it starts to get cold and when just the season change. It's so pretty. And
it is, right?
Yeah, and I'm
totally is. Well, guys, glad to have you here. Of course, I'm gonna have you on my show. Of course, like what in what world would the Blairisms not be on Jason Unleashed? You guys, congratulations on over 200 episodes of the Savage Chat. Wow, 200. You've talked to so much black excellence. How does it feel?
Surreal. This is our first time like taking a break because we've never done any of this before. So we didn't kind of schedule it like a regular TV show. We just kind of said everybody come on. And so doing 200 of them and then taking a break, it feels like we went away somewhere and kind of did this thing that is bigger than we even realize yet, and are now kind of reflecting on it and getting some time to kind of like really, we've never even watched any of them back.
Haven't had the time.
We haven't had time.
Because you're so busy. I get that. I get that 100%. Taking a break is so needed because I really don't think people understand how much work goes into not only just having conversations with people, but booking them, reaching out, scheduling your lives. You guys are this beautiful married couple that has to have a life together and facilitate day-to-day activities and day-to-day lives. That it's a lot of work. So I feel you. Taking a break, though, we know that we have the incomparable Vanessa Williams coming on December 2nd come back, which is
mind-blowing.
But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because the guests that you guys have had have been incredible. But let's sidebar that real quick. First of all, what exactly is a Blairism? Because an ism is something that is intrinsic to someone's being. That's something that is unique to a thing or a person. But tell us what a Blairism is.
So this is actually a Blairism.
Okay.
Blairisms. So they are
expressions of, so they're really lessons that I've learned throughout my life and have shared either through social media or through conversations. And a few years ago, a college friend of mine named Courtney Danclair, shout out to Courtney, said to me, those Blairisms that you put on social media, that you share, if you put them on t-shirts, people would buy them. I promise you they would, because they are poignant and insightful. All of the things she said that think that, so this is one, harvests will come from seeds you didn't even know you'd planted.
I love that.
And actually, we just found out right before we came on, Kenny Lattimore and his new wife, Faith Jenkins, just did their pre-Thanksgiving IGTV message, and Kenny is wearing the hoodie with this message on it. So everybody make sure they check out that as well. We didn't even know he was going to do that. So those are that's what a Blairisms is. And so we started the brand and named it after these expressions. Others like, don't forget to be your own inspiration. Never allow yourself to be weak for someone who doesn't make you stronger. If you find yourself begging someone to stay, you should be helping them pack.
Oh no, there's a bunch of like, all blood ain't family and all family ain't blood.
Everybody won't finish your journey with you. Learn to let folks off at their stop.
And you know what? I have received all those messages, and I love every day that you guys are this. Much like Ty Hunter, who's been on the show. You guys
shout out to Ty. We love
Shout out to an incredible man as well, doing the good work. You guys as well. The Blairisms have become this hub of positivity, of inspiration, day over day. I mean, I could wake up at 4 a.m., go on Instagram, and head over to the Blairisms page, and you guys have already posted kind of like a daily devotional for your followers, and your following has grown, and I've been so happy to see that. When you guys hit 10K, now you're at 11,400 followers. I mean, that's just a testament to the work you guys are doing. And speaking of the merchandise, beyond social media, you guys have mugs, T-shirts. I work out in the Janet one you sent me, which I'm so happy. I cherish it. But what was the idea to say, okay, let's make this a brand and promote it, and then also find ways to help and reach out and give back to the community? How did the Blairisms and the whole Savage Chat series come to fruition?
Well, I think over time, we really kind of tapped into our own individual gifts and strengths to help kind of pour into the Blairisms as a movement, really. Like you said, we started off with the 6 T-shirts, but the messages were really what we wanted to get out there. And that's what we knew had the most like oomph behind it. And so we kept just growing and putting more and more messages out there. We kept putting more and more designs out there. We found ways to expand our own product offering. Like you said, I mean, we started with 6 T-shirts, but now we've got mugs, and we basically tried to create a full lifestyle so that people could celebrate Black culture, but also be empowered and uplifted, and just have some good messages that they, you know, could share with the world and could be inspired by. And then as we built the Savage collection in the midst of this pandemic as a way of, one, celebrating our culture, we found that Blair had this idea of starting the Savage Chat series and was like, hey, look, with all that's going on right now, we could just use some laughter. We could use a little bit of joy and some levity. Sure. So let's just get together with some of our favorites, some of our family and friends who happen to be Black excellence, and just, you know, talk to them about their experiences and about what it's like to be savages of the culture.
The other part of what I think is what our brand is a part of, kind of the foundation of it, is both of our belief in activism and in using our voices and our platforms to speak truth to power. I come from a civil rights family. My grandparents were freedom riders. And so I grew up in and around this idea that Blackness, and we should all be celebrating it, and it should always be celebrated and uplifted. And so that is the kind of the foundation and the driving force around the brand, and how we also have used the brand to help fund or support progressive causes such as Stacey Abrams and Fair Fight. We raise money with our Get in Good Trouble design to send to Fair Fight and raise money. We raise money for the 7 LGBTQ organizations that were a part of the Noah's Ark reunion special this past summer. We raised over $1,000 for those 7 LGBTQ organizations. And so we're partnered with a national nonprofit, educational nonprofit called Peer Forward, that is helping young Black and brown and low income students raise college enrollment rates in their communities. And so we're working and partnering with them. We're also partnered with an organization called Girls for a Change that's working to empower young Black girls and provide resources and opportunities for young Black girls around the country. And so we, in addition to selling merchandise to allow people to share messages of inspiration, of speaking truth to power, of celebrating Blackness, in addition to creating the Savage Chat series, which is a place of fellowship in a time where fellowship, which is central to how Black people have survived throughout over time. We are fortunate to also be able to share some of the profits that we make from some of our designs with progressive causes as well. So,
and it just leans on the greatness and when you truly step into something that's positive, that's outside of yourself to help people, how the universe, God, the creator, whoever rewards that. Yo, shout out to Ananda Lewis.
Ananda Lewis, I was going to say the same thing. Veteran of the Savage Chastity.
Like a legend. I mean, just again.
Bison sister legend.
Yes. Black excellence all over. You mentioned LGBTQ+. And, you know, we all three know that being LGBTQ+ in Black has its struggles, right? In the Black community. And people don't, not everyone, but in our lifetime, we've seen people who have not supported us, who have felt that we were less than because of the beauty that is LGBTQ+. For yourselves, you guys are this beautiful Black gay couple, and every time I see the love, like the love that you guys have for each other is so evident. It shines, it radiates through everything you do. I think that was one of the reasons why I'm such a fan. Beyond you guys are a fun time. It's because you don't hide that. That's a front as well. That is synonymous with your Blackness, and I think that is so beautiful and so admirable because it's rare, at least for me, being on social media, to see that. You don't see that often. Making the choice to be truthful and show the world this love, was that non-negotiable? Was that something that you guys had to talk about? Or is that just like, this is who we are, this is what you get?
We have a Blairisms that says, I was born Black, not of my choosing. I was born queer, not of my choosing. I am blessed, not burdened by them both. We made a decision to own and live and celebrate the intersection that we live and exist at. And the love that we have for each other just sustains that. And so we kind of don't care.
Right. I mean, we've always kind of just, I came out at 16, 17. Blair
came out at 19,
20. I mean, we have,
and our
families are supportive, right? So we had the pleasure, the blessing of being able to be supported by our community. So we are able to kind of walk through life with that audacity. And as we created the Blairisms, we wanted that same audacity to be central because we know how important it is for representation and for other people to be able to celebrate the fullness of who they are. Because we're not just Black, we are Black and queer. And so those things have definitely different meanings in different spaces. And they certainly, and I mean, we'll say, just in, as you mentioned, you know, in the Black community, you know, we've certainly dealt with homophobia, and we know that that is an opportunity for a whole conversation, right, where we need to come together as just the Black community. But at the same time, racism also happens outside of that within the LGBTQ community. So we understand that as we exist in those intersections, that we have to be as audacious as we are to who we are, because that's the best way for everybody to understand that we just, you know, not to be messed with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take anything away from me that I, you know, that I'm saying that
you own. Right. You can't weaponize something that I own and accept about myself. Hello. And go ahead.
No, I would just say, you know, anybody who is troubled by the expressions of love that we would show on our page, it's not for you. Then it's not for you, right? If we're not for you, then we're not for you. My mother, who is in the room, my parents who are in the room, shout out to my parents who are in the room. They always taught me that the people who are meant to be at the party are the ones who are going to be at the party.
Right.
And that goes for all parts of your life.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to, it's my time now. So, hey, Cece, friend from New Mexico. Love you, girl. Are you guys, do you have to pinch yourself sometime when you look back at everyone you talk to and who you talk to? Because, hello, Eric Alexander, like, where you're just like, how am I talking to someone who I've looked up to my whole life, who I have loved? Doesn't it just blow your mind?
All the time.
All the time.
Now multiple times a week. I mean, and like I'm saying, this is the first time that we've kind of been off to even look back at it. Mm-hmm. And so in real time, we're definitely like, as soon as we come off from one of these, like, it's like, oh my God, did that just happen? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, did that just happen? And so even speaking of Ananda, when Ananda brought me birthday cake on my birthday, it was incredible. So yes,
and then we had another 8 hours of straight Savage Chats that day. I mean, that with Nico Anand from P Valley and Erica Alexander. I mean,
Marsha Ambrosius.
Yeah.
Like you said, we got Vanessa Williams coming up next week. I mean, can you imagine getting an email or like a DM and you like are talking to Vanessa Williams about coming on your show? Like,
I know. When they see it and then when they respond to it, you're like,
oh my God. I was like, I'm shaking, texting. I'm literally shaking as I'm responding to this.
This whole experience has been incredible. And because we just started the Savage Chats at the end of June, we're still trying to kind of bask in all of it.
Yeah.
And we are just so excited to be able to have the opportunity to just sit down with so many people. And I mean, we've learned so much.
Yes.
And some of the conversations we've had have just been absolutely transformative.
Yeah. I mean, we've learned what? No, go ahead, Jason.
Well, I was just going to say, I feel that. Like, and also you mentioned learning so much, being entrepreneurs, being content creators, figuring this out, because this is new, right? Well, I mean, it's not new. We've been doing this for a while, but just the whole phenomenon of connecting with people in this way and how you guys have created a brand creatively on a platform and have to navigate that, the ups and the downs. It's a lot, but successfully, you guys, I mean, 200 episodes plus, you mentioned intersectionality, how you've been able to meld the worlds of entertainment, politics, activism, LGBTQ plus. So many conversations that I've been able to watch of the Blairisms have also informed and been transformative for me too. So you're providing a service, really. This is a place of knowledge that is a silver lining of COVID, I would think. It's a silver lining of 2020. When we stop and look back at everything, it's like, wow, we are not the same men we were 120 days ago.
Yes, absolutely. It is I'm not gonna tear up on the show. It is no, because you're right. I mean, we're not the same people we were 120 days ago or 5 months ago or 6 months ago. I mean, if you'd have told me 6 months ago that I would have sat down with 200 members of the Societal Black Excellence and preparing to sit down with Moore and Vanessa Williams and
who knows
and who knows who else and we're going to drop an exclusive here, Jason, on a show that we're planning right now that have not announced yet publicly, but we are in pre-production, but planning to announce very soon a show that we are doing to compile that will bring together all of this a good bit of this Black excellence to celebrate the holidays. And so we are in pre-production of what is being called Blackcellence, a Savage Holiday Spectacular.
Stop it!
And it is going to be.
Get ready for Blackcellence.
Get ready for Blackcellence. It is being. I'll give you a little bit more.
Okay.
Performances by recently Grammy-nominated Michael Kilgore, Grammy-nominated Kenny Lattimore, appearances by In Vogue. So we are going to.
Let's also please. Y'all, Jasmine Beatty and Danae Baptiste.
We have a dance. We put together a dance ensemble.
The body challenge right now that everybody is like stepping over.
Okay, hold on. First of all, jams on jams have just been dropped. 1, 2. I gotta throw on my fitted for this. 3. 3. Where can I view this? Where is this going to be? How is this going to happen? In what world?
So this is our holiday gift to the culture. All of these folks we are all donating this show as a gift to the culture. These are all veterans of the Savage Chat series from among the 200 that are coming together on 2 different days. This will air on December 19th and 20th from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. We just yesterday were offered a sponsorship by Right On Magazine.
Nice.
Congrats. Shout out to Cynthia Horner and Right On Digital, who will be sponsoring the red carpet for our holiday event. And this will stream on our YouTube channel.
Shout out to the Blairisms.
The Blairisms on YouTube. Please subscribe. And my Facebook page, Blair.and-Haley. So we'll be streaming. It'll be 2 hours, 2.5 hours each night, December 19th and 20th. Follow us on Instagram. We will be announcing much more details, all of the information.
It's going to be sad.
All of the performers. We've got American Idol veterans. We've got Making the Band veterans. We've got
The Voice veterans.
We got The Voice veterans. We got some New Orleans bounce happening. It's going to be lit.
It's
going to be savage.
It's going to be savage, y'all. Listen. In the description now, I got to write all this up. I'll be like, okay, so they have an exclusive, but congratulations. This is incredible. And that leans on Blair and Brendan, what I was saying about how you guys have just been able to have so much success that's founded in just good intention, and how you want to give back to the community. You want to highlight, as we say, Black excellence. You want to make sure that people are seen and heard in a time where people are feeling like they are not seen and heard. And the sky is the limit for you guys. Really.
I gotta shout one more thing out. If I don't say this, I will be in a whole lot of trouble. This Sunday, we are hosting a watch party for the Gaze series. It is a 12-episode web series written and created by Larry Powell, starring T.C. Carson, Yvette Kaysen, Sharon Lawrence, Eugene Bird, Galen Williams, produced by Tell Me a Story Productions. And so we are hosting a watch party for the entire series on Sunday, and we're hosting, after the watch party, a panel discussion of the cast, the writer, creator, and producer about the themes. It's a very powerful series, web series about Blackness, about queerness, about art, about commodification, about the white gaze, about just, it is an extraordinary series. Again, T.C. Carson, Sharon Lawrence, incredible actors, Yvette Kaysen, and we're excited to be hosting that on Sunday on our YouTube and Facebook. If you follow us on Instagram, that information will all be there as well. I just had to shout that out.
And Tell Me a Story Productions is also working with us to produce co-producing the
Savage Holiday. Yeah, shout out to Angelica Robinson of Tell Me a Story Productions.
Yeah, you guys, look, I'm tired of thinking about how hard I thought I worked hard. I thought I was like busy. You guys are booked and busy, but congrats. I mean, what more can you say? When you do work, you get great rewards. The future, though. Here we have the Savage Chat series. You can stream it, Spotify, Apple Music. It's everywhere. Put it on Instagram. Beautifully branded. Great content. What's next? Where do we go? Where do we go from here?
Well, everything that we do is going to continue to be a celebration of Black people and Black culture, and just inspiring and uplifting and sharing the beauty and the awesomeness that is Blackness, right? We have so much in store that we are working on right now. And it blows my mind sometimes. All the time.
Daily. We have this daily, is this all really
And if you watch the Savage Chat series, you see I have this running joke that he is trying to kill me. And that's a real thing. Like, he's literally trying to work me into the ground. But it's because Blair's a well of ideas. And, you know, I have a few of my own from time to time. And so we, you know, we try to balance each other out and keep on putting out more and more. So we're both working on writing more and, you know,
there's definitely
kind of
more stuff coming up. As we, as the year comes to a close and we hit our anniversary, the fourth anniversary of Blairisms as a brand is December 26th. And our show that we're having on the 19th and 20th, we will be, I think, talking about then some of the next phases of what people can expect in more concrete ways. Mm-hmm. But know that it will be in the same spirit, as Bay said, in vein of inspiration, reflection, laughter, joy, Blackness, speaking truth to power, and love. Love.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't expect anything different. I mean, people know it's authenticity rings true through everything. Everything, like Oprah, anything Oprah touches has that Oprah-ism attached to it, right? Like, you know, it could be her hawking terry cloth slippers at our grandma, but you know it's gonna have that Oprah touch. Same Blairisms. Everything you guys put out does come from that place of Black excellence, joy, love, truth, and power. Every element of what the Blairisms brand. I hate to use the word brand because it makes it sound like you can go buy it at like Walmart. But the Blairism is absolutely a brand. And it's a brand that I'm honored to have been a part of and will continue to support and celebrate and everything you guys do. It has been awesome having you guys on the show. What do you guys, who's cooking for Thanksgiving? Who's cooking?
That's me.
He's got gumbo. He's making gumbo,
greens,
macaroni.
Macaroni and cheese was actually made.
We have a cooking show that we do on Instagram monthly.
Of course you do.
We have a monthly cooking show
and a drinks show
and
so
a monthly
you can't
cocktail
have
show. We have a monthly cocktail show once a month on the same Saturday. Once a month, we do the cooking show with Chef Toya, and then we do cocktails with Cocktails by Hawk, all on IG. But Bay is making gumbo. We made macaroni with Chef Toya, and we froze some of it. It's fantastic. He's making greens. I help prep, so I'm gonna be peeling shrimp and doing all of that kind of stuff. So yeah. But inside, with everybody in our own house. Inside. Everybody inside.
We're going to a restaurant where we will be socially distanced, eating prepared Thanksgiving food, and that's about it for us because, man, we're too tired to cook. But happiest of holidays to you. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the streaming. And you guys can slide in the DMs and give me all the info because y'all spit out a lot of info. And I got to make sure that the fans that are watching, the people that are watching, that are coming to watch this, are going to get all the
I got you.
I stay in your DMs.
I love it. The Blairisms. Thank you
so much for having us, Jason.
Anytime. And I'm so sorry it took so long to make it happen. I'm actually going to have you guys
on time.
Right. Godman always called, but he's always on time, right?
Always on time.
I'm actually going to have you guys back on season 4 of Jasonunleashed to talk about everything coming in 2021 with the Blairisms. So don't act like y'all ain't coming back, okay?
We'll be back, y'all. Thank you, Jason. Jason, I got to tell you this before we go. When you came up on the screen, first of all, you look fantastic.
Yes.
But Houndstooth is his favorite print. So when you came up on screen, we kind of looked at each other like, of course he has on Houndstooth.
I live.
Favorite print. Yeah.
Actually, this sweater. Where did I get this sweater from? I think I got the sweater like at Topshop was closing. Like, and so the sweater was like $5. It's an extra large. So, and I'm more of a medium guy. But it was Houndstooth. I couldn't pass it up. But your brother, I feel you on the Houndstooth though. I live for a Houndstooth moment. They don't make enough Houndstooth stuff for guys though.
It's true. It's true. It's very hard to find. I mean, every once in a while you might get a good suit that's got like a micro print.
Right.
Right. But it's hard to find like a good bold, like shake my all of it.
Like a whole Houndstooth, just like I want one of these as like a whole suit, right? Actually, my husband hates it. He hates it. He's like, it's so ugly. There's something just powerful about it. I don't know.
I love it.
I love it too. It's one of my favorites.
I love it too.
All right,
Thank you
friend.
again, Jason, for all the love, for the support. We appreciate you. We love you. Thanks, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Awesome, guys. And I love and appreciate you guys both too. Keep on killing it. Cannot wait for December 2nd. Vanessa Williams in the house. You guys head on over to the page, follow them. Go check them out on YouTube, the Blairisms. You guys, happy holidays, and we'll talk soon.
Same to you. Talk soon, Jason. We love you, man.
Soon.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.